All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with Derek Carr and the Oakland Raiders. Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 3rd down. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland 1st down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. To throw his Carr. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Hey, 7:34.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. That's going to be caught. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Tyler Lockett, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Handoff to Breida to begin the drive. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. In on the stop, it's Tahir Whitehead.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
65.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Here we go.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
So on 4th down, out comes Bradley Pinion to punt this one away. Back deep, the dangerous Tyler Lockett. And it's taken in at the 9. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about where every team has in their goals. All right, number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for everyone possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Down. 180. 734.
On 2nd down, here's Carr. He finds McKinnon, complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
744. 29. Hey, 180. 808.
Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. A good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
And this will be taken at the 13. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of the division leaders. That
guarantees you at least 1 home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
21. 22.
Now Garoppolo throwing on 2nd. Going deep here for Bryant. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
13, 13, 6, 12.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers in control of the football, and they've got it here with a first down. The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert, and a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 4. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Right back to him on first down. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. '49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. 1st and 10 right at the 20. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And they'll run it here. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Niners, if they can convert the extra point, they'll grab the lead. Gold with the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Gold now out to kick it away. Tyler Lockett now with a return. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
A first carry for the rookie Nick Chubb. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
On first down, Carr. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
808. 808. 29. 29.
Carr will try it again on second down. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. Third down now.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
And he's got Lockett. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. On third down, that is a big-time play for the Raiders. 41 yards. The Raiders into the red zone for the first time. 1st and 10 right at the 20. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Two minutes to play here in the first half. Back to the booth right after this. Here again is McKinnon. And he'll take this one down near the 15. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Here's Carr. And he finds Cook. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
Now, 29.
From the gun, it's Carr. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Carr to throw on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
7:34.
Carr now on 3rd and goal. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
Wait. Here we go. 12.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to look deep down the field. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Rashawn Melvin that time able to make the play.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. Bryant with a catch right side. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Garoppolo looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them, they've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
Hey. 13. Wait. 11. 12.
Garoppolo to try again on 2nd down. And the catch made here by Sherrod Peak. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here. as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number one. Garoppolo on first down. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Here we go. 13. 12.
Back to the air on second. It's Garoppolo. And the Raiders have got him. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on third and long?
11.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. He's going to fire one deep. It's caught inside the 25. And he's finally taken down, but not before he reaches the 14. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
It's in the game.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
21.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Looking for an opening. Not much there. He'll get it to the 39. P.J. Hall there to make the tackle.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Garoppolo to his tight end, Kittle, for a Niner first down. And they'll go on the ground. And nothing but daylight ahead. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. His second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Niners are able to cash in for 6. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the lead is up to 5. Gold now out to kick it away. On the return, the All-Pro 2 years ago, Tyler Lockett. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Now Carr. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
And we're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
And they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll make this a 2nd down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
21.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Here we go. One, Omaha.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory, right at the 40.
Here we go. 180.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Move it up, fellas.
It's our time. It's our time.
Garoppolo to throw on second down. Steps away to his left. Now he'll throw deep. And this is caught. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Breida, and this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
White.
He'll get it up the middle. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. A great effort there. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. And it's up and good. Gold now out to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Low.
Throwing on first down, it's Carr. On the crossing route, complete. It's Fuller. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Good set. You ready? 808.
Now Carr throwing on second down. He lets it fly for Lockett. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
I got you. Go ahead. 12. 11. Flag. 13.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Bruce Irvin in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
21.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Henry Anderson, big man from Stanford, there for the stop.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Easy work. It's easy work. It's coming again.
Left 11. 80.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. Flush to his right, and he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Take Carradine. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Returnable for Lockett. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 44.
637. 694. 618. Ready?
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. It's caught. Lockett. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there. 26 yards. Carr now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
On 2nd down, here's Carr. His throw caught at about the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Jared Cook, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are back within a score. This time, the extra point up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. This is taken at the 3. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the 1st downs. And the goal,
65.
end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
They'll begin the drive with Breida. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
20, 6, 13.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And the Raiders have got him. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning And we'll be back. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Now it's Lockett. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now here come the Raiders. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Now McKinnon to start the drive. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Now Carr. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw. A dump down to McKinnon. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. This is where you learn a lot about rookie quarterbacks. How can they run that 2-minute drill? We're about to find out.
Yeah, and for them, it's not just proving it to guys like you and me watching the game and trying to beat a defense. It's proving it to their teammates that they can have the confidence in them when they line up in these situations.
And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Now Carr, got to have this one. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Down to a knee for the 49ers. This one about to be on ice. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the 49ers, they pick up win number 7 on the year. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face the Giants next week. Meanwhile, for Oakland, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they will get a home date next week against the Los Angeles Chargers. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.
time.